Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, opening your phone, and realizing that every single thing you have built over the last 10 years is completely gone. In the winter of 2008, a tech founder stood on the top floor of a New York skyscraper, staring down at the frozen streets below. He was exactly 48 hours away from total public humiliation. His business was draining millions of dollars a week. His investors were backing out. His personal debt had soared to over $200 million. Every single expert told him the exact same thing. It's over. File for bankruptcy. Accept the defeat. When you're at rock bottom, the weight of your reality doesn't just feel heavy, it paralyzes you. Your brain freezes. The simple act of putting your feet on the floor in the morning feels like lifting concrete. But here's the brutal truth about human nature. Adversity rarely destroys people. Hesitation does. We like to believe that our biggest obstacles are a lack of money, bad luck, or a lack of resources. But if you analyze your life through a microscopic lens, you'll realize the real villain is much quieter. It is that tiny, silent pause right before you make a decision. It's the 3 seconds you wait before hitting the snooze button, the 4 seconds you hesitate before speaking up in a high-stakes meeting, the 5 seconds you spend staring at a blank screen before you start working. That drowning founder didn't need a miracle business strategy. He needed a way to break his mental paralysis. Because when your mind is flooded with fear, logic cannot save you. You need a structural circuit breaker. Today, we are going to dissect the hidden biological trap that keeps 99% of people stuck in mediocrity, and the simple, raw rule that a desperate entrepreneur used to shatter his hesitation and rebuild an empire from the ashes. Welcome to Mindset Blueprint. To build an unshakable mind, you must first understand the engineering of the brain. Your brain is not designed to make you rich, successful, or fit. Your brain is designed to do one thing: keep you safe and alive. It is an ancient survival mechanism. Inside your skull, a violent war is fought every single day between two regions. The first is your prefrontal cortex. This is the modern, evolved part of your brain. It handles your big goals, your strategic planning, your desire to build wealth, and your dreams of self-mastery. The second part is your amygdala, the primal lizard brain. This part cares only about comfort, familiarity, and avoiding pain. Thousands of years ago, if our ancestors hesitated for a few seconds before sprinting away from a predator, they died. Hesitation kept them cautious. But today, that exact same survival mechanism works completely against you. When you think about doing something uncomfortable, like waking up at 5 a.m., making a difficult sales call, or starting that new project, your lizard brain panics. It flags that temporary discomfort as a lethal threat to your survival. This is the exact timeline of how you kill your own potential. You get an idea to do something productive. Your prefrontal cortex lights up with excitement. But then you pause, you wait, and within exactly 5 seconds, your lizard brain floods your nervous system with doubt, excuses, and manufactured fear. I'll start on Monday. I'm too tired today. What if I fail? I don't have enough experience. That 5-second delay is a biological black hole. Every single time you hesitate, you send a signal to your brain that you are afraid of the task. Your brain then builds a wall of anxiety to protect you from it. The longer you sit on the couch thinking about working out, the heavier your body feels. The longer you stare at a blank page, the more terrifying the writing becomes. The billionaire founder we talked about realized this trap entirely by accident while watching a television broadcast of a NASA rocket launch. He watched the massive machines sitting on the launch pad. The engineers didn't debate their emotions. They didn't discuss whether they felt motivated to launch a rocket into space. They simply counted down backward aloud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff. He realized that if he wanted to save his life from ruin, he had to stop treating his daily actions like a negotiation and start treating them like a rocket launch. He needed to physically outrun his own brain. The very next morning, when his alarm went off at 4:30 a.m., his mind instantly began screaming for comfort. The room was freezing. He was exhausted. The crushing weight of his $200 million debt was waiting to suffocate him. His old self would have stayed under the covers for hours, drowning in anxiety. But this time, he didn't give his brain permission to think. He counted backward in his head. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the count of 1, he physically threw the blankets off and stood up. It sounds incredibly simple, almost foolish, but from a psychological standpoint, counting backward forces your prefrontal cortex to focus on a sequence. It completely disrupts the habit loop of procrastination. It distracts your lizard brain long enough for you to move your body. That day, he didn't focus on his massive debt. He used the countdown to make one tough phone call. Then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He walked into a hostile board meeting. Then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He pitched a new investor. One small physical action built momentum. Momentum built confidence. Within 18 months, he didn't just pay off his debt, he scaled company into a multi-billion-dollar global powerhouse. He proved that greatness isn't about having a grand, flawless plan. It is about your ability to close the gap between thinking and doing. Most people spend their entire lives waiting for a feeling that is never going to come. They are waiting to feel motivated. They are waiting to feel confident. They are waiting for the perfect time. Let me tell you a secret. The perfect time is a myth invented by people who are terrified of trying. You will never feel like doing the hard work when you're tired. If you only work when you feel like working, you will lose to the person who works regardless of their feelings. Motivation is garbage. It is an emotional high that fades. What you need is iron structure. You need a blueprint that overrides your emotions entirely. Starting today, your life is no longer a democracy between your goals and your feelings. Your feelings do not get a vote. The next time you know you need to do something, and you feel that familiar, toxic hesitation creeping into your chest, recognize it for what it is, a survival mechanism trying to keep you weak. Stop debating. Stop negotiating with your excuses. Count down from 5. Disrupt the trap. 1. And take action. If you're ready to stop hesitating and build a mind capable of designing your own future, make your first disciplined choice right now. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join us for day 2, where we uncovered the exact psychological reason why 99% of people quit exactly 3 days before their biggest breakthrough. This is Mindset Blueprint. Stay focused. Execute.